What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Paladin's Tavern. I'm Joe. This is Wednesday, March 12th, and we're back in Lotro in Middle-earth, and we're going to be playing the Lore Master tonight, doing some quests, maybe some deeds, maybe not. I don't know, but we'll see. Let's see how the night unfolds. If you don't know, I stream Monday through Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern. Try and sneak in 2-3 times a week, little afternoon stream. I'm doing well this week. I actually had one earlier today. For a little bit, wasn't too long, but was definitely fun. I had a good time. And if you are watching, we're try streaming tonight. We are live on Twitch, we're live on Kick, and we're live on YouTube. If you're checking out this video on YouTube after the fact, I thank you, and I ask you to please like and comment and subscribe if you are having fun. And yeah, so let's get into it. We've got some quests to do, I believe, still in Northern Bree. I think I knocked a bunch of them out earlier in the week. So, what's up, Nuke? Welcome back. Hello, how are you? Nuke is in the house, my friends. Nice to see you. Are you playing on the servers? I'm playing on Angmar right now. I did check earlier though, and my characters have been moved over from Gladden over to Glamdring, so they're there. They are there. Now I got to figure out what I want to do with them. And how about you? Did you successfully make it over, or are you still waiting? I have Thornley's Revenge. Okay. Thornley's Revenge. Defeat the Red Reaver. All right. Defeat orcs at Kirith Nur. Where might that be? Trying to install the game right now. Oh, okay. I'm new, says Nuke. Well, welcome. Welcome. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. Hopefully I've got the answer. Book 2. Forward. Talk to Candaith. Alright, just trying to get myself a little organized here. So, Nuke, I appreciate you jumping in as you're installing the game. Hopefully, I can entertain you as you start getting into your brand new character. What are you planning on making today? Any ideas? Oh, Bjorning. Very cool. You don't really hear that too much as someone's first character. I'm really say pleasantly surprised. What made you decide Bjorning? 30-6, what's going on? Sneaks in through the side door. I see you. I see you. West side of the Greenway. Yeah, okay. What's good? What's on tonight's agenda? Leveling up the Lore Master. And trying to make my way out to, so I'm cleaning up quests here in northern Bree, and then I want to make my way over to the Lone Lands. I've already got a quest over here. Lone Land, you're here in Lone Lands for super long time. Like if you do all the quests in the Lone Lands, I mean you're here for a long time. And specifically, Agamar and Gareth Argowin are areas that I do not appreciate at all. I do not like this area. It is very rough to get through. So once I get toward this area here, once I start hitting like the Ostgaruth quests, I'm probably going to make my way over to Trestle Bridge. Okay, Nuke. So Nuke is actually 30-6. This'll interest you. Nuke is just downloading the game right now, and he's very excited to create his first new character, which is going to be a Bjorning. He says they're unique and could be cool learning a bit more about them. I usually play healers, so I wouldn't mind playing that either. But I'm not sure what classes can heal. Yeah, Runekeeper is a really good healer, as well as I think, yeah, Runekeeper. That's not the only healer in the game, but I never play healers, and there's other classes that do healing, but I think as far as like healing is concerned, I know Runekeepers are a big one. 30-6, Lone Lands feels brutal, but I did like the Forsaken Inn. Aye, welcome to the game, brother. I never actually tried Bjorning. Runekeeper's a solid healer. I enjoyed Captain and Minstrel, which I found simpler as a beginner. That's right, yeah, Minstrel. Minstrel is a popular healer. I have a Captain. He can toss out a few heals. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Mournful Wraith? Holy smokes. Oh, man. I didn't stand a chance. These wraiths on these on the Angmar server, man. Rough going. Ah, oh, come on. Ah! Good God. What are the chances of that, man? As soon as I log into the game, you know, I get smacked with a mournful wraith. As if these wraiths weren't hard enough for me as it is. Minstrels are musicians, yes, says 30-6. There's a bunch of instruments that do different things, but you can cosmetically equip your instrument of choice. I like drums and harp myself. I didn't know that. I did not know that minstrels were given cosmetic instruments. That's definitely cool. So that's something I love about this game. When it comes to MMOs, you know, Lotro is it takes some really bold and unique steps that you just don't see in every MMO. And I really like it. I really like it for that. You get new abilities when you swap an instrument. So I think the instrument swap is cosmetic. I think that's what 30-6 was saying. 30-6. I also filtered out the audio for the minstrel scream shouting because it gets old. Yeah. I recently found out that you could do that. These in the filters here, you can filter out with the sound filter. That's cool. Those filters are definitely helpful. I got to start using them, to be honest, because my captain's constantly, you know, yelling and screaming. It's obnoxious. God, like, jeez, come on, man. How the heck am I going to get around this mournful wraith? Kind of hoping by the time I get there, it despawns. Some instruments give benefits for healing. Others are more balanced. Others, again, are tactical damage boosting. Okay, so minstrels do get other instruments. I didn't know that. With cosmetic equipping, you can slot a drum for tactical damage and cosmetically equip a harp for more pleasant music instead of slamming drums all day. Yeah, nuke. Hopefully that wraith will find another victim. That's the thing about the first two 64-bit servers. They're legendary servers, so they're a little bit different, and they have the wraiths on them. That's not true for the other servers in the game. I think someone came in here and cleaned out this whole place. Lady of Arwen is in the chat room. So let's get our hands together for my beautiful wife. Hello, hello. So what level is this guy? 20? So you can have a flute for the bonuses, but if you prefer the drumming, you can cosmetically change to drums while still getting the bonuses from the flute. Ah, Lady of Arwen. Oh, jeez. Come on now. Nuke saying hi. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice, dear. Here we go. Let's get this guy. Let's give him the bear. For no particular reason, just have him run off scared. Yeah, I wonder if there's anything. I wonder if there's like a little chest up here. A little something something. Grandpa needs a little something something. Come on, you got a little chest to loot for me? Daddy needs a little something something. Not sure whether to be creeped out over that. It's okay to be creeped out on that one. That was creepy. Daddy needs some loving. Come on, got a little chest for me to loot up here. Grandpa needs a little loving. How the population on these servers? I want to join a server with a lot of people. So I think you're going to be good on Glamdring right now. That's the new 64-bit server that people have been climbing over dead bodies in order to get onto. The Angmar server that I'm on right now is pretty dead. It's the population died off like just before the holidays, unfortunately. So it's the Wraith events. As cool as they were when it first started, people really started to get sick and tired of. People got sick and tired of their nonsense. And you can see why. You know, like, I'm all alone, a mournful wraith pops up, and then it's just like, yeah, your face is dead. Like, oh, great, thanks. You picked a fantastic time to join, Nuke. They're basically offering up 64-bit servers, and everyone in the entire world is transferring to these servers. Gonna be full on murder hobos trying to secure kin houses soon. Says 30-6. Lady of Arwen giving us her best disgust impression. Ugh. Bring your pretty face to me, Ox. Boom, shakalaka. Oh no, another wraith. Oh, it's a shadowy one though. So this can go one way or the other. Let's sick the raven out on him. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Woo. just zapping the crap out of everything. Nuke. I'm from the EU, so I might be picking one of the EU servers. But there's two of them, RP and normal. Yeah, I think the normal one you're gonna. So what are the two? What are the two normal 64-bit servers? Glamdring was the North American one. What was the name of the EU normal? Let me see if I can look it up. Probably could have chosen a safer place. Lord of the Rings Online EU 64-bit server. Evernight? That doesn't seem right. Orcrist. So, Nuke, you're going to want to go for Orcrist. I'm not sure in EU. I don't speak King's English. Yeah. So, Orcrist is the server you're going to be going after. No problem, Nuke. How's your download coming? Are you done yet? It takes ages. Ugh. Well, at least we're hanging out. And get a little Lotro fix before you get a chance to play. Yeah, no hurry. Jumping a fence. Let it do its thing in the background. Okay. All right, why am I in combat? Ah, okay. Andrake. A cave was carved into the face of the cliffside, you say? It all makes sense now, Sophocles. That must be where Fernie is headed.
Would you do something for me?
All right, so we got to go kill Bill Fernie. I'm not reading all that. So for those of you in the chat room, I want to direct your attention down to the channel points, or as I like to call them, paladin points. I know some streamers, you know, they've got those channel points down there and they get, you know, they get annoyed if you use them. Not me. I made sure that my channel points are fun for all. So be my guest, please. Jump into those channel points and take a look around and spend away if you so please. I've got lots of stuff in there I like to do, lots of impressions. There's also a couple of... Lady Var, we're not being shy. She wants me to do a Lord of the Rings impression. All right, here we go. All right, so for those of you who are new in the chat room, this is something that I like to do. It's a lot of fun for me and hopefully for you. My wife and I came up with a list of 20 different impressions from the Lord of the Rings movies that I'm either very good at doing or I'm absolutely garbage at doing, and it's hilarious either way. So what I do is I take out my my little Lord of the Rings D20. It's got the one ring inside of it. I give it a little roll, and then do the impression. Ah, I got a 20. Yeah, that's a any orc or Uruk-hai. Any orc or Uruk-hai impression. So I know one of my favorite things is... Oh, you got one? You got one? What?
What is it? What do you smell? Man flesh.
Oh, I didn't have one. I was just gonna say that I normally do the I normally do the impression.
I'm starving. I ain't ate nothing but maggoty bread for 3 stinking days.
Yeah, why can't we have some meats? What about them? They're fresh.
So that's the one I usually do. Do you have another one?
No, but it seems like the chat room wanted you to do that.
Yeah. Let's see. 30-6. Worsteed's much later or necessity, in my opinion. Soon be warnings to Worsteed. Nuke, do the impression of the dude that wanna eats Pippin's legs. Yeah.
Yeah, what about them? They're fresh.
My son used to love that impression when he was a little baby. I would do that as he was sitting down in his high chair, eating, and I'd get right up close to him. He'd give me that goofy baby laugh. He'd go nuts over it. So, still fun for me to do. Yeah, so if you're new here, that's a feature of this channel. Things like that, I like to do that. Plus, there's other things down there. Some scenes from Lord of the Rings will play if you spend like 800 Paladin points or something like that. I gotta get more of those. Those are fun to have on the channel. All right, so I got to go charge it into this cave. Oh, you know what? I got to check. Look at this. My inventory is just... It is very flippin' full right now. Taylor, woodworker, forester. So put that in here. Boy. I have to do this, and I don't want to do it right now. So you know what? I'll wait. I'll wait on it. But I have to get through that. I have to start knocking stuff out. 30-6. Alright, y'all, my boo thing is home, so I'm gonna throw these crackers in the oven and chatter up. Have a blessed night. Alright, man, peace. Have a good night. Put your boo thing. Yeah, here we go. Moving in. So I think one of the least. What's up, Ty? How are you, Sir Ty, the moderator, has joined. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's give Ty a round of applause. Keeping the bots at bay. So I went with a walk. I went on a walk with my son today, and he likes to play with these weapon play sets. He's got a bunch of swords and a couple of shields. He's even got like a foam battle axe. He loves playing with these things. Can't imagine where he gets that from. And he's out there on our walk today. We're just doing a quick little walk, you know, around the block. I kind of needed to get out. You know, as the kids say, feel some sun and touch some grass. Right? So I'm out there walking with him, and he's having a grand old time, and we spot the first flowers for the spring season. It's not even spring yet. So it's last couple of days, it's been kind of warm in New York. So anyway, he spots these, and he starts beautiful purple, vibrant purple flowers. He ends up taking a few for as a gift for his mom. And I was so proud of him. He immediately thought, oh, let me get these for mommy. And there he is with his sword and shield. So he's walking, and he's got a sword in one hand, a shield in the other, and literally a pocket full of flowers. And I'm thinking to myself, look at this kid. He's a warrior poet. He never gave them to you?
No.
Yeah, they were in his green hoodie.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, they're gonna need a little water.
Be right back. What was he wearing? His green hoodie?
He was wearing his green hoodie. Yeah.
After learning of a plot by Sharky's men to forge an alliance with the Orcs encroaching into the northern Breefields, the Ranger Saradan sets into motion a plan to break the alliance before it can be established.
All right, so we're here to defeat the Tarcrypt chieftain and defeat brigands at the Brigand Cave. All right. So basically, kill everything that moves. Where's that chieftain? A guy coming up over here. Looking for that chieftain. Where are you? Uh-huh. Gonna beat that guy a little bit. Did you get him? He got home with him. He showed him to you.
He showed him to me when we picked him up from the car.
He left him in the car. The mystery has been solved. if I could do this. Look at this. Lightning storm spell from here. Oh, it's gonna be really entertaining to watch. This guy's coming. Yeah. Finished him off. That was satisfying. Guess she didn't like that. Nuke, what class are you? I am a lore master. And I've been spending my points here on the red line. Right here. My class traits have been going in the red line here. So he's an elemental DPS guy. You know, I don't really, and I say this often when I stream, but I don't think you've heard it, Nuke. For me in particular, I like playing melee characters. Specifically, I like playing paladins, hence the Paladin's Tavern. But I don't really prefer to go with magic using characters. I kind of find them, you know, to be a little boring in most games. But in this game, I'm really, I love the Lore Master. It's a lot of like one button burst spells. And for me, that's really what a magic character should feel. I should press one button and have a huge damaging spell come out of it. And like, you know, I'm mainly one-shotting these mobs. You got him? He put him in the cup holder in the seat. That's Brandon.
Greetings.
Good. 4, 2, 2. Okay. Nuke, do you increase the difficulty for better rewards? I saw in a video you could do that. No, I don't do that.
Might I take a moment of your time?
You know, I don't have a tremendous amount of time to play games. Really, what I do have, I use for streaming. I don't have the time or patience for that, you know. I want to get in and have fun and play. So I know a lot of folks do it, and I know they greatly enjoy it. It's just not my thing. Yeah, look at that. I'm getting full. I gotta start. I really gotta go through that stuff. Hopefully I could just probably sell most of it. Might be fun if questing with a friend, so if I get a bit more challenging. Yeah, I heard that if you go with the highest difficulty, you need a fellowship in order to get through anything. If you have a buddy that you can quest with, pretty much every time, I would try that. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, I see. It came out pretty.
How can I be of service?
I got water in the fridge. Let me get it. Yep. Throw it over. I'll roll it to you. All right, let's see what Saradan's got to say. Hang Stacer Farm. Okay. Yeah, this guy's got some that little region's got a couple of quests. Let's see. And probably start cutting through the wilderness here a little bit. I love all the old ruins that they have. The attention that they paid regarding the lore in this game is awesome. Ty, doing that only increases how long it takes to defeat enemies for a slight XP increase. If you want the challenge, especially in small fellowships, it's great. If you're trying to complete content relatively quickly, keeping in mind the max is 150, turning up the difficulty can be somewhat tedious. Yeah, I mean it's every single mob, and not only do the mobs get extra extra health, but some of them, from what I understand, they also start they have like different skills as well that they'll use on you. Nuke, so it's not worth it. In other words. Yes and no. I would say, if you ramp it up to the highest difficulty, you have to go through all of the content. Every single quest you got to do as a fellowship. And you're going to be like, there are almost every fight's like a boss battle from what I heard.
Speak with you a moment?
But there are some lower difficulties that most people just kind of solo, and they enjoy it. I don't know if you could tune the difficulty down though. Ty, do you know if you can do that? Like if Nuke were to try like a higher difficulty level, would you be able to tune it down? Ty, depends on what you want out of the game and your play style. I do it on some characters, but I have a ton of alts, so mostly skip it unless in a fellowship.
Give me your name, Horsemaster, and I shall give you mine.
I would cut off your head, dwarf, if it but stood a little bit from the ground. Is it hard finding a group of dungeons and stuff? Says Nuke. Ty, yes, you could select 10 difficulty levels, so it's very flexible.
Would you do something for me?
Mount one of Aegar's Blood Bay steeds and race. doesn't affect group instances. I didn't know that. I thought it did. Other than skirmishes and missions. Doing a horse race over here against time. Time's ticking down right over here in the yellow numbers. I have a hard time finding dungeon parties at any level, low or not. That being said, I don't have a character at max level at all. You'll probably, but this is a fairly dead server now, so you'll probably find it a lot easier on Orcrist. Am I even on the same path? I think I left the path. I'm racing a horse against time through these gates. All right, whatever.
Greetings.
Well done. What was it though? Yeah, Nuke. Hopefully it's better on the 64-bit servers. Ty, like most MMOs, the focus is always on the newest content. Best to get into a large active kin that likes running alts through low-level instances. Nuke, I love doing dungeons and stuff in other MMOs. Lady of Auron, I wait for no one. Ty, there does seem to be quite the resurgence with the new 64-bit servers. Yeah, they're popular.
What do you need? Would you do something for me?
Talk to Odvar. I believe that's the dwarf out here. But it may be another week or two before everyone gets transferred over to the new servers. Joe's best friend did that for me in WoW. Ran me through all the instances so I leveled up fast. It was super cool of him. That's how I knew he liked me for his bro.
By Durin's beard, will you stop and hear my accursed tale?
Yeah, that was Alan. Ran you through a bunch of instances on WoW. That was nice. I was working midnights in the NYPD at the time, and Jenny would be playing World of Warcraft, and you know, my buddy Alan and I, we started playing that game when it launched in 2004. So naturally, he was online when she would come on, and they would chat, and she'd have questions, and he'd help her out, run her through instances. And you never asked him to do it; he just did it. Yeah, he did the same thing with me. That's how we became friends. I started playing Diablo 2, and I ended up working with him at a retail store, and he played Diablo 2 as well. So he saw me looking at the game in the electronics department. He was on break. We were both on break one day, and he came over and he goes, "Oh, it's a great game." I said, "Yeah." I was just kind of looking at it. And he goes, "Yeah. You should buy it, and then we should play together." And I was like, "You're on." That's how we became friends. I'll never forget that. You should buy it, and we should play it together. Like, oh, you got it. Nah. Yeah, no, he's very chill. He was always the relaxed one. I was always the guy who pushes, you know. I was always the ambitious one. Yeah, that's not me at all. Ty, now in WoW you can level up so fast it's silly. Lady of Armor, no, really? Even higher levels? Nuke, I don't like it so easy now. It's so easy to level now. I remember leveling up to level 120 without dying once. I saw like 3 other players doing all leveling because of zoning. Ty, yeah, they did a level squish a year or so ago. Lady of Arwen, that's ridiculous. So Ty, by level squish, did they reduce the amount of levels that are in the game and the XP required? So what's the highest level in World of Warcraft now? What's endgame level? I remember when we were playing, wasn't it like 100 or something like that? Or 90? 110? Yeah. Miss Pandaria was level 90, I think. Mop. I quit during Cataclysm, so I completely missed. Well, that was after it had been released. When we were playing Pandaria content, it was like 2 more expansions later. Yeah. So I remember it was Cataclysm, then Miss Pandaria, and then it gets fuzzy for me. After that, I wasn't paying attention anymore. That's 85, right? I played Wrath of the Lich King mostly. Yeah, same. That was Wrath of the Lich King was a phenomenal expansion. That was great. That was the expansion Jenny and I played the most. You redeemed something? I was gonna say I must have been racing those horses. I was really trying to stay on track. Ah, another D20 Lord of the Rings. Okay, let's figure this out. All right. Let's do another. Ty, I have no idea about this recent expansion. It's probably 80 now. Wow, so they reduced it down to 70 or 80. That makes sense though. I mean, the game's been out for a long time, you know. 20 it'll be 21 years. So it just hit 20 years in November. Wow, I'm old enough to All right, what do we got? got here? We got a 6. Mary!
Oh, we gotta get married.
That's Mary. Yeah, Mary's not good for Lord of the Rings quotes at all. Why do you have to look? Why do you always have to look? I'm sorry, all right. I won't do it again.
We gotta get him all done.
The enemy thinks you have the ring. Yeah, we gotta update the list because some are not that great. Love the characters and all, but not the most quotable characters. And
Just trying to get him down. But you see, the problem was he challenged me. When you challenge me, I have to perform as quickly as
that was it. Yeah, so the way this list came about was, I gotta fix this. So the way this list came about was, I challenged my wife to come up with a list. She's like, "Oh, you could do like 20." And I was like, "Nah, there's no way." And she took it as a challenge to come up with a list of 20 characters from Lord of the Rings that she thinks I could do like a good impression of. And so she scrawled this list together. And she did a great job. I mean, there's a lot of great characters on the list. It's just, a couple of them are not so great. Replace Mary with Denethor.
Put like Mary, like whatever Pippin is, put Mary or Pippin. So that they're represented there.
Okay, so Mary or Pippin.
Right?
Right. Yeah, no, this is a good idea. So Pippin is number 5. So we'll do Mary, Pippin or Mary. And then number 6, which is Mary, we'll do Denethor. Yeah.
Do not trouble me with Faramir's uses. I know them and they are few. My son! My line is broken! Flee for your lives!
My favorite line from him because it just so ridiculous.
Your favorite Denethor line?
Rohan has deserted us.
He's like, he does a complete 180.
Rohan has deserted us.
Doesn't want to light the beacons. They're lit,
Yeah.
without his consent.
He was the beacons were lit without Denethor's consent. And then he saw that they were lit and that they were coming, and he was all crabby about that. He had like the nastiest scowl on his face, hiding in his little Palantir tower there, like who let the shrinking away into the shadows like a corrupt bureaucrat. And then and then the army shows up. Mordor has come. The armies of Mordor show up at his doorstep, and he's like, Rohan has deserted us. like a petulant child.
Exactly what it reminds me of. I bet he's sick.
Who sits on the king's throne? Denethor. He probably does sit on the king's throne when no one's looking. He probably gets off his little black steward chair and has a servant come and lick the marble throne of the king to clean it for him, and then he just sits down and farts after demolishing a pound of grape tomatoes. Ty, Lotro was starting to do that during the Minds of Moria release, and the Lotro players raised hell. So the instance finder in Lotro is now just a listing and does not have auto matching. You basically have to use /LFF and /world to recruit people for an instance at least. Nuke. Really? That's cool. Lotro players are not as lazy. Ty. Today he'd be screaming about Doge. Denethor would be screaming about Doge.
The fraud and abuse is all on Rohan!
What if I'm angry? It's your fault. There's no need to get angry. What if I'm angry? It's your fault. Can you summon people to a dungeon somehow? Yes. Yes, you can. There are items that you can use. Summoning horns, I think. And then at the dungeon, outside the dungeon itself. So kind of like World of Warcraft. Outside the dungeons themselves is like a little summoning pole. It's like a summoning stripper pole. Ty, yeah, they're uncovering secrets. Yeah, they sure are, Ty. Nuke, or does everyone have to travel? No. Get the some classes. What classes have the summoning feature on it? Is it Hunter? That's good, says Nuke, because I guess the world is big and sometimes people are different. Yeah, it's a big world. You got to launch the instance from the instance finder, which will let fellowship members enter the instance. Recover Advar's notes. So, right. It should be somewhere around here. Someone yelling at me? Who's throwing things? Advar. Where? See, I picked up this thing. Stolen notes. Yeah, I think it's one of these orcs has the stolen notes. Yeah. So I gotta find a bunch of orcs. Those orcs just did not have. They just happened to not drop what I was looking for. So, and I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Advar's notes. There's one. I bet you this guy will drop it. Yeah! Dropped it. Here's Advar. Advar. Yeah, is a dwarf.
This is unthinkable.
Cool. Just got an upgrade to my staff.
Will you stop and hear my accursed tale?
Talk to Andrag. Alright. Now let me swap this out. So if I'm getting a quest reward that's better than what I'm using, that probably means I need to level up my crafting. Let's see where I'm at with my crafting. Expert. I'm an expert. No, I'm perfect. This is exactly where it needs to be. I just need to craft it. Just need to get into the crafting hall and start shaving some wood and stitching some clothes. Nuke, do you have a bank or a chest? You got both, actually. Or do you have to carry everything with you? No, you get... It really kind of depends on what we're talking about. So you have a vault so that it's a banking system just like World of Warcraft. You go to any major city and or even some other smaller cities, towns, and there's a banker or a vault keeper close by. You've got access to your vault. There's more storage if you get a house. If you're in a kinship, they have their own storage as well. You get even more storage if you are a VIP member. And then you'll get shared storage between all your characters on the account. You'll have access to your vault from there. Yeah. And the inventory, you can customize the inventory. So they give you six bags, and you can take these slots and put them in any bag that you wish. So you can have 6 bags with, some slots in it, or you can have one bag with all of those available slots, and then you can stretch out the bag to have it be any sort of combination of size that you wish. So you could have it like that, or stretch it out so it's a square. And then through the store button here, this little coin button, little Lotro point coin, you can buy more storage, and it's fairly inexpensive. It's 325 Lotro points for 5 slots. Not that bad. I mean, it sounds like a lot of money for very little, but those 5 slots actually count for quite a bit. I would prefer if it were like 6 or 7 slots, or even 10. I think that would be really good. But the 5 slots. When I first saw that, I was like, oh, that's a lot of points for very little slots. But they do kind of go a long way. I had to kind of admit that. Ty, yes, Paladin. If you're getting quest rewards better than what you get equipped while you're completing Green Quest, you should probably upgrade your gear. Again, typing's hard. Nuke, nice. Yeah, the storage in the game is not bad. Don't forget, the game's been around for what? 18 years? It'll be 18 years, or it'll be 19 years. I think it has its anniversary in April, and it came out in what, 2008, 2007. So it'll be old enough to legally drive next month. So it's had a long time to add in features, well thought out features. So the stuff that's in the game is good. All right. Speaking of inventory, I have got to do something about this inventory. But first, I am going to grab my water bottle.
Unless I'm allowed to give the bride away. You look radiant, cousin.
Ty redeemed. Hydrate. And a stretch. And a Gandalf impression. Yeah. Can you oh, that was a good stretch. Felt that all the way down to my ribs. Can you pull up like a a nice Gandalf quote for me? Huh?
Yes. The horn of Helm Hammerhand shall sound in the deep. One last time. Yes! Let this be the hour when we draw swords together. Fell deeds awake. Now for wrath, now for ruin, and the Red Dawn!
And the Red Dawn.
I think I'll put this in shared storage. What? Huh? You got something? Nandaz, what's up? In particular, no. I was just anything. Ty, you got anything in particular? Any Gandalf impression you want me to do? Any quote that you want me to do in particular? Mata Oosh, what's going on? How are you? Says, hey Paladin. Howdy, sir. Hope you're well. Nandaz, run for the hills. Welcome back, Nandaz. How you feeling? His putting Wormtongue in his place. Oh yeah, that is a good one. Yeah. I don't want to screw it up. Journeyman woodworker. You spoiled me by going after these lines. No, you know what it is that sometimes I'll like either trip over a word or I'll misremember exactly what was said, and I don't want to do that. These guys are spending their paladin points. I want them to get exactly. I want to get them a flawless victory. Mataush, can't complain. Just questing away. Nuke, can I see the population on the different servers somehow? I don't think SSG gives that info away. Hello, hope you're well, says Nandaz. Ty, SSG is pretty protective about numbers. The VIP rewards in this game are worth it. They are definitely worth it. If you can swing it, if you can do it, you know, I highly recommend going after it. No worries.
I found a script that had little pictures after each line of the person delivering the line.
Oh my gosh.
I know, so I had to copy and paste it to a Word document and delete the pictures.
Weaponsmith. I don't have a weaponsmith. Do I have my email up? I can get my email up. I can get Discord open. Whatever you want. I don't care. So go ahead, email it to me. No, the chat kind of the when you copy and paste you know lot big stuff into the chat, it gets screwy. Got it? Coming via email. Read through it before I act it out. Okay. All right. All right, here we go. All right, it was that Ty that redeemed the Gandalf impression. Thank you for your thank you very much, Ty, for your patience. So this is what you requested.
The courtesy of your hall is somewhat lessened of late, Theoden King.
He's not welcome.
And why should I welcome you, Gandalf Stormcrow?
A just question, my liege. Late is the hour in which this conjurer chooses to appear. Laugh spell I name him. Ill news is an ill guest.
Be silent. Keep your forked tongue behind your teeth. I have not passed through fire and death to bandy crooked words with a witless worm.
His staff! I told you to take the wizard's staff!
Oh boy. Nandaz agreed, Paladin. VIP is so worth it. Nuke, having VIP account or what you mean? Yeah, having a VIP account. So if you you know, pay money for like, you know, a couple of months or a full year, you unlock these VIP rewards, and they're awesome. They're really good. Nuke, wow, that was really good. But the Grima and Thade impression were the best. Thank you. I was a little off my Gandalf game on that one. But
A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
You want it for yourself.
Bilbo Baggins! Do not take me for some conjurer of cheap tricks. I am not trying to rob you. I'm trying to help you.
Nandaz redeemed the Gollum impression. Okay. Nuke, now I gotta watch the movie again for the 20th time. Gollum. We try to do a rewatch at least twice a year. Yeah. Nandaz, do you have a particular line from Gollum you want me to do? Otherwise, Jenny will she'll pull up something else. Weaponsmith scroll case. I could just sell that. Go for it, says Nandaz. You know what I feel like doing? The argument between Gollum and Smeagol in Two Towers. Yeah. You like that one? Get some water. I got it. I got some water. All right. I better hydrate on this one. I have been losing my voice this week, so I better yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I think I do the same. Nandaz, you're not speaking the truth. That really is a bad show. Oh my gosh. Nuke the series? I haven't even watched them. Yeah, no, keep doing that. Save yourself the trouble and the headache. Ty, man, when I first read that Gollum Smeagol argument in the book, I was so confused as to what the hell was happening. Yeah. All right, I am. Huh? I thought you were pulling up the Gollum Smeagol thing. You did? Okay, I'll scroll up. I'll see if I can find it. I'll find it. Yeah. That was different. Yeah, hon, you don't have to do it. I know you're busy over there. Yeah, I've been making you busy. So Jenny's going to pull up the Gollum Smeagol argument in Two Towers. Send that on over. Nandas, no way, I'm being legit. Top shows to watch of 2024, 2025. Rings of Power, Star Wars Acolyte, HBO's Harry Potter, Cleopatra. Yeah, no, it's that's if you're looking to rot your brain, for sure, man. It's good, Ty. It's good to have an assistant. She's not the assistant. She's the she's the producer. Number 5, Nandas She-Hulk. Nandas, you're like our version of the Critical Drinker. I don't know if you know that guy. Oh boy. Thank you. I got it right here. Critical Drinker's great. So why is it so bad? Is Nuke's asking. It's just horribly written, badly acted. They go completely against Tolkien's themes. Okay, all right. So here's the argument between Gollum and Smeagol.
Go away now. That's all I've got for you for today. Go away now.
We wants it. We needs it. Must have the precious. They stole it from us. Sneaky little hobbitses. Wicked. Tricksy. False. No. Not master. Yes, precious. False. They'll cheat you. Hurt you. Lie. Master's my friend. You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you. Not listening. Not listening. You're a liar. And a thief. No. Murderer. Go away. I hate you. I hate you. Where would you be without me? Gollum. Gollum. I saved us. It was me. We survived because of me. Not anymore. What did you say? Master looks after us now. We don't need you. What? Leave now and never come back. No. Leave now and never come back. Leave now and never come back. We told him to go away, and away he goes, precious. Gone, gone, gone. Smeagol is free.
Thanks. Nandos, 10 out of 10. Bravo. Thanks. Nuke, his miming and having the movie on the background. Perfect time to jump back into the stream. Says Cyber Panda. What's up, Cyber? How you doing? Nice to see you back. Nandoz Nandoz did the Gollum impression, redeem. So I was like, I want to give him a good one. He hasn't been here in a while. I'm good. My mouth's on fire eating some spicy tofu. Oof. This mouth is on fire. Panda, I'm good. Mouth's on fire. Eating tofu. What exactly is tofu? I think I've had it once in my life, and that was it. I don't really remember that being a positive experience either. Soybean fiber, basically. Yeah, we're big fans of spicy food in this house too. We love Mexican food. Jenny and I met on Match.com back in 2008, and one of the first emails I sent to her said, I called attention to the fact that she had mentioned her love of spicy food and hot sauce. And I brought that up in the email, and I said, I see you're a big fan of spicy food. I see ourselves having many different grandchildren. Would you believe she fell for that line? It worked. That line worked. Panda, pack full of protein. Nanda says estrogen cubes. There's a bunch of these guys I gotta lay low. Do a little rumbling of the earth here. There's Gosburs. Panda, I'm on a low-carb, high protein diet. Dinner is usually a hunk of Jewel Osco chicken with Valentina hot sauce. Supper is generally some kind of fruit or snack like tofu or edamame seeds. How are you doing on a diet like that? I mean, it sounds to me like a weight loss, diet. Are you hitting your goals? Ah, I'm not even bothering with this guy. I'm not the sort of fellow who's going to turn tail and run from a fight, but man, these mournful rat wraiths they're not even worth my time. Nandoz, have you seen House of David? No, I haven't actually, but the trailer looked pretty good. What did you? I'm a little leery about it, to be honest with you, because I'm not a fan of TV shows that are going to like take the biblical story and mess with it. As long as it's like faithful to what's in the Bible, then I'm cool with it. And of course, if they add, little bits here and there, I don't have an issue with that, as long as it's faithful to the message. But, if they're gonna take the story of David and do like a Rings of Power to it, and then I'm not down with it. But I did see the trailer, and the trailer looked really good, and I was interested in checking it out. What did you see it, Nandoz? What did you think? I haven't seen it yet. Just wondering if you had. We should check it out. Panda. Yeah, it's for weight loss. I've lost 20 pounds the last 3 months without working out at all. Congratulations. I'm actually trying to do the same as well. I'm not on any specific diet. I'm just trying to like intake less calories. In a way that works for me, just kind of slow and steady, trying to have like, mix a salad in every day for dinner, and have it be like a nice hearty salad. Try and fit, take all the calories that I'm going to eat. Try and have like the most caloric meals in the middle of the day, so I have a chance to really burn them off. Stuff like that. And Jenny's been saying she's noticed a difference. I don't really think I've felt much of a difference or noticed one, but you say I've been losing weight, right? You think I have? You can tell where? When I do a stretch on the stream, you can tell I lost weight. Someone, come on, guys, redeem that stretch. Come on, let's go. Woo! Yeah, see that? My wife's checking me out every single time I stretch on the stream. Ty, she's watching you. One of these days, you guys are going to redeem a stretch, and 9 months later, we're going to have a third kid. Oh, yeah. What? Yeah, you said so. So I toward the end of my walk with Brandon earlier today. Jenny had just gotten into the car. My son and I were getting we're just next door, walking home. And Jenny had happened to be rounding the corner. We live on a corner property, so she happened to be rounding the corner and saw Brandon and I coming up onto the property, and she pulls over, and she starts like, catcalling me from the car in the middle of the street. She rolls down the window. She goes, "Hey, you're kind of hot." And meanwhile, a neighbor of ours was like within earshot walking a dog. And, it's one of those folks that, I'm not sure if she knows our car or if she knows me and Jenny. She knew me because she saw me around the block walking with our son. I wasn't sure if she, recognized Jenny. or even knew that that was Jenny in the car that we have. So I don't know, but this woman looked like really like out of. She looked like she wanted to get out of the situation, and then Jenny leans out the window. She goes, sorry, I'm just hitting on my husband." Yeah, she walked between us. She goes, "Oh, excuse me." And then what did you say? She said, "I'm just hitting on my husband," or something like that. Flirting with my husband. That what? No, she was 100% uncomfortable. No, she was incredibly uncomfortable. She really, I mean, it was very funny. Yeah. No, she was definitely uncomfortable. Yeah. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe she was uncomfortable because it's not common to see a husband and wife acting that way. So, yeah, take a chill pill, lady. Nanda says, "I'm on a Hobbit diet. I eat 6 meals a day." Panda, "I eat 5 to 6 times a day too. Lots of small portions and snacking." Nandas, "I love second breakfast the most." Panda, 11 Z's. My go-to are cashews. Nandas, "Sit out the front, smoke some pipe weed. It's a good life." Then in the evening, stop by the Green Dragon. Oh, man. Oh, man. Come on, man. I feel so bad. What I wouldn't give for a couple of beers right now. Panda would have laughed, to be honest, if I witnessed that. Yeah, no, it was. Listen, I thought it was funny. Sometimes people can be really stuffy, you know. They really can be. Maybe she's getting a divorce. I guess that's true. Maybe she's just a miserable woman. Panda, "I drink this Diet Arizona green tea that is ginseng. I drink that stuff and pretend it's ale." That stuff is not my preferred drink. Nanda, "Surely there's a themed pub somewhere. Dwarf, Hobbit." Probably in New Zealand. Yeah. Jenny said maybe there might be one in New York City. Sure. If whatever's in New York City is currently being used as a toilet bowl for homeless people and migrants from all over the world. That city is a complete hole right now. What was that, a year ago? We drove through the city to get to my sister's house and you could smell the urine in the car. Sesame Place. So that was 2 summers ago. Gross. Oh, come on, man. Wraiths. Nandas. Hold on. Lady of Arwen, a new parent has to eat. A new parent has to eat whenever possible. Nandas. There's definitely orc pubs I've been to if you catch my drift. Nandas, aye, that they do. The salted pork is the salted pork is particularly good.
Hobbits.
Cyber. It's not too bad. Chicago had the same thing with the Venezuelans 2 summers ago. I don't mind it. Most of them aren't committing any crimes. Yeah, it's a problem. In New York City, they are committing crimes. And the other thing, too, is that, let's be honest. If you crossed over the border illegally, you already committed a crime. I do not have the plug for the monitor here. Oh, I have something that fits, though. Yeah. Why don't you bring it over here? Okay. Nando's, I hear Australia is going to be sending its finest criminals to New York. Yeah, might as well. Everyone else is. We're the, how the tables have turned, a couple 100 years later, and now New York City becomes the penal colony.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Let's see. Talk to Saradan. All right. Panda. I mean, yeah, but borders are subjective. I think if you're facing something like persecution or genocide, should be able to cross because it's either that. United States started because we fled persecution in England. Can't turn around and be like, nah, to enter. I mean, yeah, that's always the exception, I don't think anyone has an issue with that. But I mean, that hasn't been the case in the last, 4 years. The last 4 years, it's been, wide open. Honestly, the last 4 years, it's been the World Economic Forum's open border policy in the United States. That's what it's been. And, if you look at the graph of immigration into the United States, I mean, you'll see a huge spike, from 2020. That is, if you take, and not just, Trump's first presidency from 2016 to 2020, you go back to, 2000, and then you see how it is. It upticks and then goes down a little bit, but it's relatively in like in a same sort of like area. But then in the last 4 years, from 2020 up to now, I mean, it's a massive spike, and those are just the numbers that the immigration system was able to record of folks crossing the border illegally. So yeah, I don't think anyone in this country has an issue with that, so to speak. People who are claiming asylum, no one's got a problem with that. It's just, the people who are coming into the country illegally. A nation is a nation for specific reasons. It's a group of people in a geographically locked area that have similar beliefs, carry out similar customs, and have an organized civil society. And when you have just unfettered immigration coming in, that is put into jeopardy, and you no longer have a cohesive social fiber. What you have is chaos.
I am a servant of the secret fire.
So,
Wielder of the flame of Arnor.
you know, you got to wrangle it in.
Flame of Ulun. Go back to the shadow. You shall not pass!
You shall not pass.
Nandaz is what I reckon. Let's get rid of borders. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work out so well. It's been any country that's adopted that has descended into tremendous amount of chaos, specifically centered in the urban areas where these people tend to settle. Nandaz, sorry to interrupt, but I thought it was very fitting. Yeah. It definitely was. It definitely was fitting. So anyway, you know, that's just my 2 cents. You know, not to disagree with you, Panda, but I don't think we disagree very much. I haven't disagreed with anything that you've said. It's just to sort of refine my thoughts a little bit more. And also, I would like to kind of call attention to something that I think is important too. I'm okay with people disagreeing with me. I'm okay with disagreeing with other people. You know, if you're a person who just completely disagrees with me on every level, I can still like you as a person. And we've gotten away from that, and not just here in America. Like, you know, most of the Western world has completely gotten away from that. And I think it needs to come back. You know, it's not the end of the world if I'm talking to another person and we fundamentally disagree on how the country should be run. It's not the end of the world at all, you know. I don't. It doesn't bother me if someone disagrees with my opinion, and I think we should be okay with that. You know, like I don't think if whatever I've said, maybe someone's watching on YouTube, you know, a week from now or 2 months from now. And they're like, you know, who is this? Who is this guy? You know, saying these opinions. We shouldn't be at each other's throats if we disagree with each other. Let the politicians be at each other's throats for disagreeing with each other. That's why they're there, to sort that stuff out. And honestly, they're not at each other's throats for disagreeing with each other. They disagree with each other and say and talk smack on the nightly news. And then they're sitting down eating steak dinners. Meanwhile, you and I are, you know, not you and I in particular, but like, you know, John Q. Public, who voted Republican, and John Q. Public, who voted Democrat, can't get along with each other anymore. And it's got to stop. It really has to. You know, it's okay if you disagree with me. It doesn't need to be awkward. You could just say, yeah, I disagree. And I could just say, that's cool, man. No worries. By the way, how are you? You know, are things okay? Are you okay? What's new? How's work? How's your family? How's the kids? You know, how's your mom? How's your dad? You know, how's things going? You know, how's the house? How's the apartment? You know, whatever. You know, I could. It's 1,000,001 things. One of my best friends in the world vehemently disagrees with me on pretty much every political statement I I have. And we've been friends for over 20 years. And we talk about these things, and he gets a little angry, and I get a little fired up too, and then we just kind of look at each other and laugh it off like, whatever. You know, he listens, and then he says, I don't know about that, and it's fine, man, it's fine. So I just think that sort of thing just needs, I think it needs to be said that I'm okay with someone disagreeing with me, and I think it should be okay if you disagree with me. And I'm not going to put you into this camp of people that should be canceled or people that are evil at all. So no worries. No worries. You are welcome here regardless. Nandas, agreed, my friend. We live in a world where differing opinions can define relationships. They don't need to. Yeah, and it's not new. I mean, it's been going on for a really long time, and it's got to stop. It really has to stop. You know, everyone's at each other's throats, man. And you know who's winning in that situation? Governments. Governments just get bigger, and when they get bigger, they get more oppressive, and then everyone loses. And then what? You know? And then we start looking at each other like, you know, how did we get here? Doesn't matter. You know, it's just, it doesn't matter, man. Panda. I guess we differ on this topic. I prefer having multinational communities. For example, I live in a town that's mixed with Indians, Mexicans, Italians, Caucasians, Nepalese, Arabic folk. I don't believe perpetrators of crime are a racial norm. It's more of a lack of education. There will always be outliers that commit crime from every race and nationality. I mean, you're 100% correct. You know, none of that is an incorrect statement at all whatsoever. In the slightest. You know, I've personally have seen it myself. When I was a New York City police officer, I had a very the precinct I was in was very it was two extremes. You know, we had a very rich end, and we had a very poor end, and I saw the same problems in both communities. They were carried out very differently, but I saw the same problems. You know, I would go from, you know, a domestic dispute in the projects, and I would go to another one uptown where there was a domestic dispute in $1 million home. And I mean, the mechanics of that dispute they're nearly identical. So I agree. And crime, it is true to say that crime is a byproduct of education and lack of education and lack of economic flexibility. That's 100% that is what causes crime. But that's in America. There are cultures that, look, you know, America has a culture. And this culture of acceptance that we like to say that we have does not mix well with some other cultures in the world. There are incompatible cultures to ours. And just because we're willing to accept those people doesn't mean that those people are willing to accept us. And that form of non-acceptance takes the form of violence. And we need to be on guard for that too. It's naive to assume otherwise. And that's something I've seen as well. So I would add to that's what I would add to your statements is I agree with your statements, but there are some cultures that are incompatible with Western values, and specifically American culture, and those cultures, because of that incompatibility, breeds unrest, which can be violent, and we need to be careful and on guard for that. 30-6. Welcome back, by the way. My city I live in has 40% Hispanic population in Idaho, nonetheless. It's absolutely incredible living here. I'm a bit biased, though, because mi chica is Mexican American, and I'm learning Spanish. I also served 8 years in the Marine Corps, where a solid 30% plus of Marines were Hispanic. Having a variety of culture is a huge boon to civilized society. Also, hi, I'm back. Panda. Well said, 30-6. Indeed. Lady of Arwen, thank you for your service. Yes, thank you for your service. Okay.
What do you need?
What do you need?
Greetings.
Ah, right. Look at that. Hit level 23. Did it for the crayons. All right, let's see. Candate's got a bunch of quests here. Defeat melee white hand orcs. All right. Okay, I think we're going to take a little bit of a break. Going to do a 3-minute ad. So I'll be back soon. And maybe I'll jump onto a different character or something. I don't know. Not sure. But I will see you in a few minutes. Let's see. All right, and welcome back, everyone.
It has begun.
Okay, I'm feeling a little bit of a change here. Let me log out with my man Sophocles. And, guess. Let's see here. I guess I'll jump in with a Varwin. Good points there, 30-6. Good points. Doot, 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 doot. So, I'm kind of in like this weird state right now with my captain. That, I'm totally sure, like, what I want to do with this guy. Moria has been really difficult to sort of play on stream. I've never been there before, and just kind of getting through that. It's not been easy at all, like streaming Moria content. You know, like for example, like I've got a bunch of quests here that I have to do in Menemberej, and I have to go into an instance which I need a fellowship for, and it's like impossible to find a fellowship on Angmar right now. And then I've got this dwarf who's just like laying here somewhere in the I have no idea how to find this guy. I'm supposed to find him. So let's see, Nandaz. If you get to 60, we could start running instances when I get back. Yeah, I mean that would be really cool. I'd love to do that. We could do like a stream together kind of a thing. That'd be a lot of fun. 30-6. Moria is possibly my favorite quest area, but it's a ton of lore pack. It's a ton of lore pack quests, and really don't get much XP for. Nandaz, I agree. It was a drag. Once you get to 60 and I could start doing some instances and raids, worth it. 30-6. He's on a ledge south of the descent camp. And another thing is I can't use any of my mounts in Moria. I have to get one of their goat mounts, and I have no idea where the heck to buy one of those things. And I don't even know if I have enough reputation in order to buy one of those mounts. So I'm constantly walking everywhere, pain in the neck. So it's a grind, and I don't necessarily mind it. It's just when I get stuck and I'm stuck on stream, like it's really distracting and frustrating. And I like to, push forward. I think that creates some really nice content to watch. Nandaz. Do you have your LFF chat set up? Oh, I don't know. Looking for fellowship chat. Yeah, I have a fellowship tab. I don't think I have a looking for fellowship. I could probably create one. Yeah, I mean, I have it in my general tab, LFF, but I should probably create a tab for that specifically. That might be a good idea. 30-6. I guess you could see on the map he's south. So if you're going south and take a left by the crack in the wall, you could walk through and turn south. He's pretty close. I think the 32% movement speed goats is a quick access. Kindred is required for the 62% goat. Only a henpecked would ask his wife to go to a bar with friends, and a real man knows he can't. Casein. Welcome, first time chatter, Casein. How you doing? Not sure I understand your comment there, but glad you're here. Ty, also, are you actually using all the reputation items you collect? Yeah, I definitely am. Pan, how's it going? Pan's having a good time. Pan jumped into the chat laughing. I prioritize converting all the Iron Guard reputation items into rep for Iron Garrison trader folks first, then get the 62% goat faster. Ty, you gain rep quicker in Moria than any other zone. It seemed like that. All right. Well, maybe not as fast as Eventum, says Ty. I should swap these two around. I did a major swap on my skills on my bar recently, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Let's see. Hard Electro. I'm bald, not because I have no hair, but because my hair has no me. Interesting. Welcome back. Ty and 2 factions in Moria. Yeah, that I noticed. I noticed there's two factions in Moria. Here we go. Flick. There he is.
I am not sure Khazad-dûm can be restored. The orcs have surely ruined it. I doubt that Lord Balin still lives.
Pan, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. All right. Hurry up and get me out of here. I wish I never wanted to come out here. All I wanted to do was make my father proud. And now I'm about to become Goblin Stew. Stop dawdling and let us go. Poor Flick.
It is said that Durin's Bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
K-Scene, thank you very much for the follow. You guys got access to some really fun Paladin emojis now as a result. And I go live in Lord of the Rings Online. Well, I go live, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. 2-3 times a week. I also do some streaming in the afternoon in Lotro. Thursdays I stream Dungeons and Dragons Online, and Fridays I stream Dungeons and Dragons with my wife Jenny. 30-6 is asking Pam, where'd you find the emoji? A bit of a game changer here, I think. Hey, just 2 followers away from our next goal, I believe. That's exciting. All right, Ty, bedtime for me. You have a good night. Thank you, sir, for being here. Thank you for your moderation duties. 30-6. Adios, amigo. Valgame Dios. Flick has reached safety. Nandaz, when do you think it might be streaming again? When are you coming back? Not for another 2 weeks by the looks of things. Yeah. Yeah, work family balance can be real tough, man. We should do something to celebrate your return when you come back if you're interested in that. Let's do something. So annoying, but it is what it is. I know, man. How many times have I had to skip streams, and I didn't stream for what? 3 months? 2 months? Something like that? Because of that? Because of that exact reason?
Not for the prospect of finding Mithril, I would not have come here.
And then when I did come back, I completely changed my strategy in streaming, and then had to change it again, and then again. It's been it's been nuts. Excuse me. Yeah, I'd be keen to do something for sure. All right, so what I got 2 weeks to get from 54 to 60 with this guy. And then when you come back, maybe we can run some instances. That sounds like fun. I'd be into that. Speaking of which, I've got this right here. It's gotta get done. Every quest I have takes me into this instance, and I can't get in there because I don't have a fellowship. So I think maybe what I'll do is I'll just move on to the waterworks. Nandaz. Yeah, man, then we can run some instances. They are actually really good, so much better than the Angmar in my opinion. Really? That's good to hear. 30-6. I never actually run a Moria raid. I've been solo player. Nandaz. That's when you can get some good gear too. Level up your professions, play around legendary items. Am I even able to... I don't even know if I'm able to get to the waterworks from over there. The new LI system really confused me. I took a 12-year hiatus. Let's see. Nandaz, LOL. How's Rodrigo going for you, Paladin? Yeah, he's good. He's, keeping me healed. Yeah, it's my man El Cid. He's putting in the work. Here we go. Here we go. El Cid, more like El Chad. Yeah, I name all my guys after historical knights. Kind of keeping with that paladin theme, So Rodrigo over here is named after Rodrigo Diaz de Vivar from Spain, aka El Cid. Vaya con Dios, mi amigo. So it's 30-6. Go with God, mi hermano. And all right, mate, gotta go. Have a fantastic rest of the stream. Remember, guys, he's 2 followers off that 190 goal. Follow him if you'd like to see. If you like what you see. Oh, that's very kind of you, Nandaz. Thank you so much. Yeah, just 2 followers away. Wow. The architecture around here is incredible. I mean, SSG really, they really outdid themselves with this place. Excuse me. .30-06. I should roll a new Guardian and call him Don Quixote. My knight errant, terror of the Shire and Breland windmills. Don Quixote. Looks like there's some way to get around this thing. This massive dwarf wall. New button configuration that I'm using is really helping me keep my my rotation. It's nice. I feel like I'm getting a little bit more DPS out of my character as a result. What was your favorite part of walking that beat life? Oh, as a cop? My favorite part of being a cop? It's like trying to figure out what's your favorite part of sticking your hand in a fistful of shit. You know? Yeah, I mean, you know, I guess every now and again you pull out a piece of corn. Some of the guys I worked with, were really awesome. I had some really awesome partners. That I'm you know, still friends with to this day. My last partner, you know, he and I became like brothers, and you know, still friends with him to this day. That I think was probably my favorite part. We even on a bad day, he and I could figure out a way to make it work, and that was just so key to getting through the bureaucracy, the perps, the endless bullshit from supervisors. It really was key. So my favorite cop was working with some good guys, working with my buddies. And then You know, I would say that it was helping people, and when I had the opportunity to actually help somebody, that was my favorite part. That was incredible. I worked during Hurricane Sandy, and I was really able to save lives, and that was an amazing feeling, to walk away from that experience and say, like, man, I did the thing today. I helped. I really got a chance to help somebody out. You know, instead of fielding a question from a person who really needed help and giving them a bureaucratic stock answer that I have to legally give, I was able to roll up my sleeves and say, look, the bureaucracy is out the door today because this is an actual emergency, and I have to find a way to make it work, because no one else knows what to do right now. They didn't write the book doesn't cover this sort of thing. That was awesome. So that felt good. So yeah, working with the guys, and whenever I actually got a chance to really help somebody, that was my favorite part. I work in public safety as a radio systems engineer, maintaining the P25 mobile and portable radios for PD, FD, airport, border patrol, schools. My favorite cops to interact with were detectives and the SWAT snipers. K9 was great too, but man, those cruisers smell. They don't clean them enough. They gotta clean them. Yeah. Where is that clown going? So I guess there's no way around here. I gotta have to turn around, I think. What the world? Was replacing a radio that went bad in a K9 cruiser once on the fly. This K9 big GSD locked eyes with me after he gave up barking and dropped the raunchiest crap. Brand new cruiser. Officer was pissed. Oh man. I don't blame him. I would have been mad too. Lady of Arwen, that's awesome. I mean, in all fairness, he tried to bark. He went to the secondary, which was just to take a poop. Alright, so I gotta make my way back over here. two together. Oh my gosh. Really? Hey, all right. Thanks for the follow, Mr. Buddy. By the way, welcome back. Nice to see you again. All right. 30-6. We all assert dominance differently, I guess. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Nuke. Don't hurt the Bjorning thingy. Let's see. Hey, one away from the goal. Not bad. Yeah, big night tonight. One away from the goal. All right, so I guess the only way over to the waterworks is by going through this mess here of train tracks. Nobody told me just how bad the jail truly smells inside. What, jail? Yeah, jail's a stinky place. Smells like poop and pee and pot. The 3 Ps. And it smells like feet too. Yeah. Some perps have a real nervous stomach, you know. If they know they're going in for, they're going in for a long time, forget it, man. Ah, jeez. They'll tell you anything to make their stay that much better. Oh, officer, I forgot to tell you, I have AIDS. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, you have AIDS, huh? Yeah, I forgot. I forgot to tell you. I have AIDS. Oh, okay. So now I have to call an ambulance, and he's going to be doing his entire, stay until he sees the judge in a hospital bed. It's ridiculous. This causes all kinds of issues with manpower and trying to get someone. Someone's got to sit on him in the hospital at all times, and it bleeds into the next tour, and the next guys, the guys who are doing it are not happy with you. They're like, oh, come on, I gotta sit on this guy instead of doing what I planned to do on patrol today. 30-6 toe cheese, yeast infections, farts. Yeah. There was a woman who got arrested in my precinct. She was a prostitute. And you know what? I don't know if I should tell this story, because this is if this might actually be disturbing for other people. I hold on. Yeah, I gotta clean up the story a little bit. Well, I just think it might be the subject matter that might disturb people. Yeah, I should clean up too, my bad. Nah, no worries. No worries, 30-6. Nah, you know what? too much. It's too much. Suffice it to say, you know, when you're a police officer, you see some pretty depraved things from people who are extremely desperate. So, you know, it leads to behavior that you wouldn't think a human being would be capable of, especially when it victimizes, you know, a baby. So I've got, you know, a bunch of stories that kind of involve that sort of thing, and I don't feel like sharing them because you never know who could be watching. And I don't want to, you know, relay a tragic story. Therapy's good, man. Therapy is good. Mental health issues are really damaging in a wide-reaching way. Yeah, man. Yeah. No end to human depravity. I think I might have found my way to where I was going, though. Yeah, here's the waterworks. Happy day. Oh, wow. What's that? Yeah. All right. I won't be far behind you. I'd like to open up the stable master that's over here, so at least I have that. Lady of Arwen. All right, getting very late for me. Night all. Good night. I'll be seeing you soon. New deed, the waterworks.
Durin's beard.
You have discovered Durin's beard. Have I? 30-06. My sister works in school counseling, and her dissertation is on crisis response after suicides. It's really wild how behind that is in public schools. Hasta pronto. Yeah, we homeschool our kids. I will not allow them to go to government schools. Like I said, you know, being a cop, you know, your eyes get opened up to lots of things, and I just don't trust the government-run schools here in New York with my children's mind. I just no. Nah, man. New York is a different kind of place. You know, it's not like most places in America. It is, you know, it's a real different sort of place here. Things that you know, people get held accountable to in most places in America. They, you know, there's a lot of they just get let go over here. It's we have so many people here in New York that you can't take anything seriously in the legal system anymore. That is the direction our politicians have chosen to take law and order in New York, and there's too many people here to take their crimes seriously. It's like, Okay. All right. And it's not been working out well for the state of New York or for New York City in the slightest. And they don't care. They do not care. There's the Stable Master. 30-6. I definitely plan to homeschool mine. At the very least, a co-op type of arrangement with people I have a high degree of trust in. Yeah, those are key. Those co-ops. We're looking to get my son into a kind of like a homeschooling pod. We tried out one. I think it was about a week ago, and he seemed to have a really fun time. But then he was telling my wife that he didn't really like it very much. So I was actually kind of surprised. All right, folks. Well, I'll tell you what. That's going to be the end of the stream for today. I do want to thank everyone who came out. For all of our lurkers, I want to say thanks for the support, and I mean that genuinely. If you're hanging out here in chat and you're just listening and allowing me to have the honor of entertaining you on your side of that screen. That counts as support, man. You're helping me out. You're helping out the stats of this channel, and that's big. That's big support for us. And I know there's other streamers out there that actually ban lurkers or don't acknowledge them, and I like to acknowledge it because it is actually support. So I want to thank the lurkers. I want to thank the chatters for keeping me company. You and our conversation fuels me this whole time in going forward. You give me confidence, you give me something to talk about, and you make the stream what it is. So if you've enjoyed it, it's because of you. I want to thank our mods who were here watching my back as bots came in and scurrying them along their way. For those that chose to follow, thank you so much. We got very close to my goal today. I was 1 away, now I'm 2 away. Oh well. I want to thank the new followers who came to follow. I hope to see you soon. And my subscribers, thank you very much for your generous subscription. Even if you're doing the free Amazon Prime, it's still a generous subscription to me. It means a lot. Everyone that comes in, it means a lot to me. And I try and call everyone out here on the stream. So thank you for that. You help keep the stream going. I will be back tomorrow at 11 p.m. Eastern for Dungeons & Dragons Online, and of course on Friday as well for Dungeons & Dragons with my wife Jenny. So I hope to see you guys there. After that, I'd like to say take care, everyone. Be safe, and God bless. See you tomorrow.